Yo, Disciples Domination launches the 12th of February 2026 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and unlike some recent releases, the gap between editions here is actually reasonable. Now let's start with the standard edition because this is still the cleanest, lowest risk way to get into Disciples Domination. This is currently priced at £44.99, but currently there is a 10% pre-order discount, which brings the price down to £40.49 if you do buy the game before it is officially released. Now when it comes to a physical edition of the standard edition, I currently haven't come across that online yet. I have seen one for the other edition, but we will cover that shortly. Now what you get with the standard edition, in this edition you get the full base game, you get the complete story campaign, and you get all core systems, factions, companions, turn-based combat, real-time world exploration. You also get access to the pre-order bonus if you do decide to pre-order the game before its release date, which basically includes the corruption skin pack, which has 7 cosmetic skins. And because Disciples is a strategy RPG, not an action game, early resources and cosmetics matter less than understanding systems, positioning, and long-term decision making. So who is the standard edition for? I would say that this edition is definitely geared towards newcomers to the Disciples series, strategy RPG fans who want to see reviews first, players who don't want early game boost influence imbalance, and anyone who prefers to invest after launch with confidence. If you're unfamiliar with the franchise, this is still the lowest risk buy. Next up, we've got the Deluxe edition, and this is definitely one of those rare cases where the upgrade is actually priced sensibly. This is currently priced at £54.99 over on the Xbox side of the fence, and that also is applicable with the 10% pre-order discount if you do pre-order the game, bringing it down to £49.49. PlayStation players will be pleased to know that it is slightly cheaper on that side of the fence because the RRP is currently listed at £49.99, but yet again, if you do decide to pre-order, you do get that 10% discount, bringing it down to £44.99. It is worth pointing out that physical deluxe editions do exist, but availability is limited and retailer dependent. I have seen this on one store going for £45. I'm not too familiar with this specific store, but this is pretty much the only place that I have actually seen it listed. So while it does exist, you may potentially have to shop around to see where you can potentially pick this game up physically. So what do you get in the Deluxe Edition? The Deluxe Edition includes everything that the Standard Edition has to offer, but you also get 72-hour early access as a pre-order bonus. So for those who do decide to pre-order it, you can play this game 3 days before its release date. And you also do get access to the Corruption Skin Pack, which is those 7 skins pre-order bonus that we mentioned for the Standard Edition. You also get additional character, mount, and weapon skins. And you also get Resource Starter Boost Pack, which includes gold, wood, iron, and arcane flux. You also have access to the digital compendium, which includes art and lore, and you get the original soundtrack, which is an external download. From my perspective, there is a lot of great stuff there, and yes, a lot of this is cosmetics and bonus material, but 2 things do matter more than usual. I will say the first thing is the Resource Starter Boost Pack. This isn't just fluff. In a turn-based strategy RPG, an early injection of gold, wood, iron, or arcane flux can make the first few hours significantly smoother. It doesn't break the game, but it does reduce early friction, speed up army building, and let you experiment with units a lot sooner. That can definitely make the opening feel more confident, especially for players who already enjoy the genre. The other thing that's worth pointing out is the price gap is genuinely small with both editions. If you do pre-order it, the standard edition at around £40 or the deluxe edition around £45 on the PlayStation side of the fence or £49 over on Xbox. So for roughly £5 to £9, you're basically getting early access, a smoother early game ramp, and full art and soundtrack context. That actually is, to me, reasonably value, not the usual £20 to £30 jump we often criticize on the channel. So with all of that being said, who is the Deluxe Edition for? I would say that the Deluxe Edition makes sense if you love the Disciples universe and want lore or art extras. You also enjoy cosmetic cohesion for your party and you like starting games a few days early. But if you're buying it expecting better gameplay or just deeper systems, you won't really find it with this edition, but this edition definitely does stack quite a few goodies in there. Now, after reviewing both editions, is the game worth pre-ordering? To me, this is where it is definitely important to be honest. Disciples Domination is a deep strategy RPG, a long campaign experience, and a game that basically lives or dies on balance, pacing, and AI quality. None of that is guaranteed by pre-order bonuses. because the bonuses are cosmetic skins for both editions, early access for the deluxe edition, or even the 10% discount, which definitely is a great thing. But one thing I will say to consider is Disciples Domination is a revival of a niche strategy franchise. It's not a guaranteed mainstream hit, and it is, to me, untested in its modern form. If reviews land poorly, especially around AI balance, pacing, or technical issues, no edition will basically save that experience. So the real question isn't, is the deluxe worth the extra £9 in comparison to the standard edition? It's, am I comfortable committing before reviews? And with that, I will personally say waiting for reviews basically costs you almost nothing. So I would say pre-order only if you already love the Disciple series, you trust Calypso's strategy design, and you know you will definitely be playing day one regardless. Otherwise, waiting, in my humble opinion, is definitely the safer play. So with the pre-order decision out of the way, which edition should you buy? I will say buy standard edition if you're new to Disciples, you want to wait for reviews, or you prefer a clean, unboosted strategy experience and you don't care about early access or art content. This is, to me, still the safest recommendation. I would say only buy the deluxe edition if you already love turn-based strategy RPGs, you're confident this is your type of game, you want a smoother early game start, and you value lore, art, and soundtrack content. And also, I would say you're definitely okay with pre-ordering at a slightly higher price. I will say at £44.99 or £49.49, the deluxe edition is not overpriced, it's just higher commitment. I would say the smart middle ground is, if you are unsure about this game, wishlist the game, wait for launch impressions or reviews, or grab whichever edition goes on sale first further down the line. To be honest, Disciples Domination isn't trying to trap you with predatory editions, so that to me definitely deserves a lot of credit. Just make sure you are buying confidence, not bonuses. Anyway, peeps, do let me know if this is a game on your radar. Will you be picking this up on day one? Which edition stands out to you the most? Or are there just too many games coming out in 2026 to make this any priority for you? As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before. And until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.